The presenting sponsor of Moontower Soccer is FVF Law.
To find out what makes FVF a different kind of injury law firm, you can visit fvf.law.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Swoontower Soccer, Austin FC podcast that's all about the boys. I wish you could see Mike fighting with his microphone right now. He pulls it down to his mouth, and every time he does, it like springs back up into his face.
And I'm Mike Craniola. And I'm just happy to be here.
You are a Mike Craniola tonight.
Oof.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow. This is how we're starting, y'all. We have got a gigantic show for you tonight. And I just got the face because I was about to start wrestling with some...
All day long, somebody put bubble wrap in his desk space, and that somebody was him. It was he himself and him.
Listen.
And he has been all day. Pop, pop, pop. And I almost threw it away before we started recording because I knew that as soon as we started, he was going to pick it up and just absentmindedly pop. And I was gonna have to be the one to edit all that out of the recording.
And yet, it didn't happen.
Happy Pride Month, y'all.
Happy Pride, everybody. Oh boy. Today we are going to be talking about Frisco, Seattle, Toronto, Chicago, Houston, and Minnesota. And the attendant match scots and fit checks and moods and things that we saw on the field and Celly ratings and social media standouts and the man of your shirt for 6 different matches.
Yeah. It's a big one. And I want to just kind of start, Mike, how have you been feeling with a match every Wednesday and every Saturday for the last 3 weeks?
Honestly, I have been sad because everything else in our life has been insane.
Mm-hmm.
What I really would have loved is this, but this month.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm feeling too, because I've had so much in my brain that I feel like I don't remember any of these matches because I just have been so focused on so many other things.
Yeah, but we did take some notes, and so we are able to do our due diligence.
Yeah, don't worry,
the listener.
We're still doing our jobs. We're still looking at boys.
That's right. And so let's get into it with the Frisco match. I feel like we took the most notes on this match because it was a home rivalry match, and those are special. Also
because some special things happened.
That's true.
I'm going to talk about my 2 favorite things from watching our boys warm up. First thing is Hector's little blue warm up vest. He has it like tied up in the back so that it fits him because everyone else just kind of hangs down, and I think maybe his torso's just shorter than the rest.
As a guy with a short torso, I am taking notes.
Yeah, I mean it looked good. I'm gonna say that like it was cute, and I like that he put in the effort to fit it to himself.
I appreciate. I think Hector goes underappreciated.
Fashion-wise, or just in general?
Just in visually.
Fashion-wise, visually, cutest kids on the team.
Right. Like, he's got a lot going for him. Maybe. Listen, we'll defer to all of the tactical shows for the tactical analysis.
Yeah, because we don't care.
All of the important stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Hector's gotten spades.
Yeah. So then my next favorite thing, and this is a moment that I think you only get if you're in our section or the one next to it, right? And this is when there was a non-call for offsides. And Maxi, especially Maxi, and Chad, the warm-up, the sub warm-up coach.
Chad Kolarczyk.
Yeah, what's his title?
Strength and conditioning, maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
The strength and conditioning coach. The 2 of them were roasting this line judge.
I remember this.
So hard. They were... That's going to be great audio.
Yeah.
Awful. Chad started calling for a sub
for
the line judge, like rolling his hands to sub out this guy who so clearly missed an offsides call. And then all of them were making fun of him for being so out of breath, which, listen, I can't make fun of that guy because I can't run 2 feet without being out of breath. But these professional athletes can, and I will defer to them for the making fun of moments. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was amazing. Also, for the record, I would not be able to do the line judge's job.
No.
And I will make fun of the line judge.
Sure, I won't go that far, but I did appreciate people better than I am at fitness doing that for me, because holy crap, it was just a perfect moment of like being invested in the game and also having fun. And I think that's something that is really special about getting to see those subs warm up, is that we do get a lot of that.
Yeah, I think that's a great call out. I also see another note that's similar to this. And so I'll let you take this one as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to be honest, I don't 100% remember what was happening, but Will Bruin was like sideline coaching Brad, like shouting at him from warm-ups.
Just helping out.
Yeah.
Yeah, letting them know kind of where the defensive positioning needed to be and kind of what he was seeing from the side. Just, dad stuff.
Yeah, it was very dad stuff.
Speaking of dad stuff, we got some ability to watch Julio actively captain the team in a way that we had missed while he was gone.
Yeah, I think it's been really interesting, the whole captain conversation this year, because I feel like watching Julio, I was seeing a captain in action. Like I felt like I was seeing him like going up to players, going up to the refs, and I feel like he was doing a lot of work. Like I noticed it. And I think I think the 3 captains that we've had so far this year are very different in the way that they show that captaining. I think that likely Brad has done so much of it in the locker room that on the pitch, it comes out because he's, so far removed from a lot of the players for most of the plays anyway. But it comes out as more of like an intrinsic trust, or like a less vocal captaining.
Sure. And like being the guy just before kickoff, right, in the little huddles, to be able to give that last bit of go get them.
Yeah.
Because I think Seba is the most understated
but then, yes,
of our captains.
Exactly.
Right?
Because like I wouldn't have said I saw Seba active captaining.
Sure.
I didn't notice it was a thing I could notice until Julio, I guess, is like the point of that note that I took. And not to say that anyone else is less of a captain or doing less of a good job, but like it was just really interesting to see how it manifests differently in each player.
Yeah. And I think the thing that you noticed with Julio is something that it was very clear with Alex Ring last year as our captain, right? And something that I think we're still seeing now in Alex during the run of play, right? One of the other notes on here is his celebrations, like after small things, kind of the meat and potatoes work of being a soccer player, and especially on the defensive side of the ball, right? Big clearances or getting a throw in called for us, right? He's fist bumping, he's celebrating like he scored a goal. Those kind of like celebratory, like energetic
team
moments.
Pump.
Yeah. Team pump up opportunities are things that Julio has kind of stepped into a lot more as a captain.
Yeah, I just thought it was something interesting to see, and we've I don't think we'll ever really get this opportunity again to see so many different captains in such a short span of time. Hopefully not injury-wise,
Right. Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, I thought it was super interesting and just something I noticed. You know what else I noticed?
What's that?
So, you all know, fans of the show know that we hold a very special place in our hearts for one member of the Frisco squad, and that is Nkosi Tafari. And his shorts were short.
I love Nkosi because of moments like we got to see during the match, right? Just before the match, he was walking back to the locker room, and I yelled out, Nkosi, come to Austin. And he yelled, tell him to pay me. And, like, it's just great.
Yeah.
Because that's so real,
yeah,
right?
Also,
like,
FO if you're listening.
And then, dude doesn't want to be in Frisco. Save him.
Right.
Give him money. Get him out of there.
Right.
Also, when they scored, I wasn't even mad about him picking up one of those cups that one of those chuds threw on the field and pretending to drink out of it. Because, that's hilarious.
Like,
what
sorry.
a cool bad guy move.
Right. It was perfect. And if he was one of us,
we love it.
We would love it. And I just really loved how short his shorts were also. Okay. Moving on.
So we're going to go to Seattle now.
Yeah, we're going to run through all of our match notes, and then we'll run through all of our dogs.
Great. Okay.
And then all of our fit checks.
Okay, perfect. So in Seattle, we get the return of the picture.
Oh, it was so good.
That's kind of the big match note that I had. It's really tough with the away matches to get the insight that we're able to deliver. And so I think for the most part, we will talk about the way this match played out, I think, during our Celly ratings.
Yeah.
Because we've actually got Celly's to talk about.
Yeah, that's a big difference this episode from the last couple.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
My favorite part of the picture is, there are so many things to love, but my favorite part of the picture is John Gallagher calling Seba on his shoe phone.
Oh, I know.
It's just the cutest bromance.
So cute.
Also, Emiliano Rigoni, his whole face, when he smiles, it's not just his mouth smiling, it's just like his whole body is smiling, and I love it. I love that joy. Yeah,
I really think we need to do a new smile bracket this year.
Agreed.
Because I think there's been a shakeup at the top.
No, absolutely there has been. And we also need to do the run through a wall bracket, because looking at Alex Ring and his black eye in this picture, like, there's just so much. There's so much to feel feelings for.
I'm just really happy for Kippy. I gotta be honest, last year Kippy was a little bit nervous in all the pictures. This year he's right up front, shirt off, showing off that six-pack. Dude's been putting in work. Good for him.
He has been, yeah. But yeah, that was kind of the biggest takeaway, obviously, from the Seattle match, so.
Yeah. Getting a road win is a big deal. Beating Seattle for the first time ever, big deal. The picture.
Biggest deal.
That's right. Speaking of biggest deal, we got Toronto coming in for a first-time matchup. We've never played Toronto before, and so we got the special 4ATX night at the stadium and the art for the team. I cried.
Yes, same. I cried watching the video, which we'll talk about later in social media, but like watching all of the player drawings come up, I just don't understand why we can't have that always.
Every match.
Yeah. It was so special and so sweet, and like the players clearly were so into it, and
Yeah. This was a tough game. It was a long, scoreless match, and then with some magic at the end by Jossie. But my reminder from this match was the fact that Diego has two different pairs of shoes that he wears during the game.
Yeah.
It was like because normally we don't get to see Diego on the bench. And so to see him come out and warming up in those like rolled gold.
I love those rose gold warm-up shoes.
Yeah, and then changing into the black cleats.
That's when he's serious.
That's right, when he's coming out on the field. Super curious about that, but like really fun that he does that.
Yeah, I have a question on that, and I would love for anyone, if you're listening, Diego, to let us know why different shoes for warm-up and for play.
Yeah.
Honestly, anyone can answer this if you know.
Yeah. The other thing that we called out live that I'm just now remembering about this match is you were so excited to see the ice skating stretch.
Oh yeah, I did take a really creepy zoomed in picture of that. Yeah, so when you get out on the ice, the first thing you do is you do a lap, and then you go over to the boards and you kick your leg up, like so that your heel is on the board out, and like like lean over sideways. It's a ballet thing too, I think. But like I saw them doing it. And I've never seen it before, and I was so excited to see it. And I can't remember who it was, but I will go through my creepy Zoom pictures and fill y'all in if I remember. But yeah, that was a really fun thing to see.
I remembered how excited you were. You grabbed me, you pointed it out, you said, I used to do that one. And I asked if it was just an excuse to look at them legs.
I mean...
You don't need an excuse.
Yeah.
They're right there.
Their legs were right there. There are a lot of legs.
The next match that we had was the Chicago Open Cup match. And I think my biggest highlight from this match was when Alexander Radovanovic had no idea if he was coming in or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ran from the subs warm-up area to the bench, put his shirt on, ran back to the sub warm-up area, warmed up some more, ran back to the bench, stood on the sideline a minute, and then just like disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
He was over it.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion, and I could feel the frustration because I also wanted to have him in the game.
Yeah, it was a tough night. But here we are.
Yeah.
Out of the Open Cup.
Yeah. Anyway, then we went to Houston, and it was another game.
Yeah.
One thing good to celebrate from that, though.
Yeah, Jossie got his 100th goal ever. This is in our social media standout section as well, because the way that he and Madison celebrated that is like the cutest, most wholesome, purest thing.
I think Jossie is just the most wholesome soccer player I've ever seen. Yeah.
What a dad.
I love it.
And then the other note that I have here on this Houston match is sadness.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Yep.
Minnesota. Moving on.
Yeah.
So this was a good, positive upswing from the last couple.
Yeah, the vibes were just right, even pre-match. Everybody was having a good time. Seba's back in the match day 20. He ran over to the Fighting Leslie's corner, and there was a couple of kids with an Argentine flag over there. He gave a hug and an autograph to kids like before the match. Super duper cute. And then when the starting 11 was announced, the second loudest ovation behind Diego's return to the starting lineup was for Julio.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, it made me feel a lot of things. It was really nice and really sweet, and I loved getting that. Like, I have said it a couple times this season, like, seeing the reception that he's gotten, being missed, being out for the injury is like, I know that people weren't thrilled with how he was playing last year. And I think that it strikes me as so odd how short fan memories are.
Sure.
And like in a good way, because I would rather them short than long, right? In this negative to positive context. I guess I could go the other way too, and that would be the opposite. But like, Julio was so missed and so celebrated, and all of these same people, not all of the same people obviously, but so many of these same people were so mad last year about him playing at all.
And here they are, celebrating him like he deserved.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know, that's, I've talked a lot about it.
We've done this rant.
Yeah.
You know what else we have done every single time we've gotten a chance?
What?
Interviewed dogs.
Yeah.
And you know what we got to do 3 times out of the last 6 matches?
Interview dog.
Yeah. And so we're going to run through all of our dog interviews. Now, at the Minnesota match, we got to interview 4 dogs.
They're the best.
But we also got to interview Margie for Toronto and May for Chicago. And so we've got their interviews coming up next here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to play all 4 of them. Well, all 3 of them now. And then we'll come back and gush about how cute they were.
Hey, Margie, we have some questions for you, okay?
Yeah. All right, Margie, first off, what's your favorite spot on the couch?
Good answer. Okay, Margie, if one of our players had to design doggy clothes for you, who would you want it to be? Oh, yeah, my favorite. Margie, can you give us a Listos Verde? Thank you so much, Margie. Hi, May. We are so excited to meet you. We've got a couple questions for you, okay?
All right, May, first of all, I just want to know, how far is Austin going in the U.S. Open Cup? Oh, we think so too.
Yeah, May, we've got some guest question askers. This is Lindsay.
Hi, May. My question for you is NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Oh, yeah, it is. And this is Cindy.
My question for you is, what is your favorite month? But you're so young, you may not know yet.
Do you have a favorite month, May? I like that one, too. Yeah. Okay, May, can you give us a Listos Verde? Thank you so much. Okay, we are here with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 sweet puppies tonight. We are here with Ted Lasso, Roy Kent, Jamie Tart, and Rebecca Welton. We've got some questions for you guys, okay?
Yeah, so my first question is for Roy. I want to know what you thought of the series finale, no spoilers. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Okay, my question is, who on Austin FC do you believe in the most? Great answer. Me too.
All right, we got one more question from Andy. Andy is a listener to the show, and he wants to know, will there be a season 4? I guess we'll just have to find out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. Can we get a Listos Verde?
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Who knew dogs could have such a mouth on them?
All right, vulgar. Special shout out to Landon having that bleep button for us. I'm sorry, listeners.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, honestly, caught me by surprise.
But how cute were all those dogs anyway?
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give Margie 600 out of 10 because she just had 6 puppies. And sure. I think they're all so cute, and she's so cute, and she's such a good mom.
Yeah.
I'm going to give May 5 million out of 10 months of the year.
Okay. I'm going to give Ted, Rebecca, Roy, and Jamie X number. I don't want to spoil anything. X number of wins in a row out of 10. You know, because of the Ted Lasso season finale.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't want to spoil it. Just like Roy didn't spoil anything, even though he, you know.
Honestly, please go to Austin Pets Alive. The links are all in the show notes, and get these dogs.
They're amazing. They're all so amazing.
I want them all.
Let's do an ad break.
Moontower Soccer is brought to you by our friends at FVF Law, the official injury lawyers of Austin FC.
FVF is a different kind of personal injury law firm dedicated to community, transparency, and client education.
You can go to FVF.law to find out what makes FVF a different kind of injury law firm and why understanding your legal options can dramatically change the outcome of a case.
Nice.
Nice.
Now let's do fit checks.
Ooh.
Because we've got so many to go through.
Yeah.
And so we're going to start with the Frisco fit checks.
Okay. We're going to do hot takes on each of these fit checks.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Jossie's in khakis.
No,
and I'm
that's
not here
not
for it.
khakis.
That's khakis.
No, it's not.
That is literally khakis.
It's pink.
No, the top is pink.
And the bottom's the same color.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, the
Listeners,
top is
help me.
pink. No, the top is pink and the bottom is khakis.
Alex Ring is wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
Velour sweatpants.
I hate it for myself, love it for Alex Ring.
What a crazy choice. It's amazing. On a rainy day, too. Dude is fearless.
Oh, God, the thought of...
That's how you know. Frisco fit checks done.
Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, Toronto fit checks.
All right, what do we got here? Are you going to tell me Jossie's in khakis again?
No, he's
wearing
in white pants.
Oh, I know. You
I
going
will
to tell
say
me?
there is a lot of khaki happening.
It's
Gally's
brown
in a
and
tan
tan.
shirt. Even my baby Rodney's in a tan shirt. Everyone's wearing tan. What is it with tan?
It's the color it's in.
Ugh.
I love Seba's mustard hat. That's my Toronto take.
Okay. I love Seba's old man child. That's my Toronto take.
Yeah, he has a regular boy's haircut, but from like 1910.
Yeah. The one other thing I will say about Toronto is that we got maybe the coolest picture of Julio ever. He looks so rad and so boss in this.
At the same time, rad and boss?
Yeah.
Is he allowed?
Yes, he is. No one else. All right.
Speaking of rad, we are skipping Chicago because the Open Cup uses khaki for artists. And we are going straight to Minnesota.
Okay, takeaways, quick hot takes.
Yeah, Minnesota gave us a video for the fit checks, which at first I was not a fan of, but now that I'm watching it, I like the clothes in motion aspect of it. I do wish I had seen some of the pants that go with these tops. Like, what's Jossie wearing for pants? What's Maxie wearing for pants?
Probably khakis.
Oh my gosh, you know who is wearing khakis?
Yes, I do.
Alexander Radovanovic, who had a pretty good game.
Yeah. I am going to comment on Julio's skeleton Bugs Bunny shirt.
Sure.
It's such a, dad at a barbecue shirt. I love it so much. It's just so weird and off-brand for him, so it makes me love it even more.
I really like his glasses. I like these gigantic, oversized frame styles that he's rocking this year.
Uh-huh. There's a lot of good sunglasses action happening.
Yeah, I also will go on the record and say that I think I was wrong. I do not think round glasses are going to be the thing this year.
Oh, okay.
I know we're a little early into the season to be making that prognostication that they are not coming back, but here I am. Putting a bet on it.
I hear your bet, and I won't argue it. I didn't think it was going to happen in the first place, so.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move to Celly's.
Okay.
Tell me about the Seattle match's 2 goals.
Okay. So first, I know why you had me start this because my birthday buddy Ethan Finley was the first to score.
Yep.
So pretty honestly, exactly what I would have expected from Ethan Finley. The most boring.
Wow.
Mayonnaise. Goal
Workmanlike.
Celly.
Classic.
In the world.
These are the phrases that you're looking for. Traditional.
Butter. He just kind of throws his arms down and, like, runs. Like, bro, you've been running for so long already. That's what you want to do to celebrate? Okay.
Wheeling away like that, that's a classic move.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
He throws his hands up in the air.
No,
He's
that was
celebrating.
Galley. Ethan didn't even do that. Ugh.
He's just happy.
6 out of 10.
I think it's so, the first goal away in a long time against a team that we've had a pretty hard go against. It's got to be a 9.5.
Okay, the next goal is Jossie Zardes. And, Jossie is like a slightly elevated version of exactly what Ethan did. He just adds, his arms are like at a 30-degree angle from his side rather than like a 5-degree angle from his side. So they're out a little bit more, and he does a little fist pump jump with it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. I'm just not a big fan.
The thing I like about this goal celebration is two things. One, it's a little bit slower than Ethan's, which is kind of ironic. Two, his like Hulk flex afterwards, showing how gigantic he is, just really sets the tone for the finisher, which is Emmy coming in with that piggyback pile on during the Celly.
Here's, I guess, a question is like, how much of other people's additions to goal Cellys do we count as the player who scored the goal, their celebration?
It's a 9.5.
All right. Then we've got Toronto.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to describe Jossie Zardes running away with his arms out. He doesn't really get to do the fist pump. He does a little finger up because, again, Nick Lima gives him a piggyback this time.
And Adam Lundqvist jumps in as well. Adam is involved in, I think, all of these celebrations.
Adam loves when other people score goals.
To be fair, he's had a hand in a lot of these. So
sure.
I think he's taking his credit here as well.
I'm gonna go 7 out of 10.
Yeah, this is a pretty milquetoast 9.5 for me.
Professional is the word you're looking for. What is it? Workman like.
That's right. And now we've got the Houston Jossie Zardes goal. This is a man's 100th goal. I just want to call this out, that this is the celebration of a man who has just scored 100 goals. And it is magnificent. The man scores the goal. He starts to run to the right and then remembers the supporters are to the left. Mm-hmm. And so he turns and does the same celebration he's done for his last 2 goals, but slower still.
You know what? I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 for consistency. It is at least consistent, if not exciting or interesting in any way.
This one gets a 9.5 for me because he acknowledges the away traveling fans. Massive heads up on situational awareness. Rather than celebrating at your opponent, you celebrate with your homies.
Yes.
9.5.
No, I think that's a really good point, and something really special.
Yep.
We're now moving on to Minnesota. If you thought that you had your fill of milquetoast boring goal celebrations, just you wait. John Gallagher with a run and a fist pump.
Wow. Okay, so John's goes on a while because he also does the point at his head and close his eyes thing after this.
Oh.
It's on all the socials, like on all his socials,
Got it.
But not part of the broadcast.
I can't see that far down on that end of the pitch anyway, so I couldn't see the goal celebration. But, like, again, it's consistent, but it's like, I just want someone to do something exciting. Scoring goals is exciting.
I love that he ran straight for Adam Lundqvist because Adam gave him that perfect assist.
Yeah.
So for me, 9.5.
I'm gonna go. This is another 8.5.
All right. And then we've got Sebastian Driussi coming on as a sub late in the game, scoring the game-winning goal, running over to the supporters section, wheeling away, puts up that 4 that he does, points to his own ear, hands in the air, celebrating like crazy. Maxi grabs the Argentine flag. He's draping it over Seba. Seba and Danny have a secret handshake. They do the snake. It keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Here is where I see Seba as a captain. So I'm serious.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, he has a thing with everyone.
Right.
And like, I mean, you look even from like his pointing or being on the phone, Gally's being with him in the picture always, like they're posing together, or the snake celebration, or his little handshake with Danny. He has a special connection with everyone else. And I don't know if that's 100% true because we don't see it, but like we see it with enough people that I can just assume, right?
Yeah.
Fair. And I think that's really special.
Yeah.
A 12 out of 10.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah. It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah. I loved it.
You'll already know. That's a 9.5. I do want to give a special Mike Cragnola honorary Celly rating to Adam Lundqvist this week. That man was in every Celly.
Yeah.
It wasn't his Celly to have, but it was his Celly to be a part of every single time. 9.5 out of 10. For the involvement aspect of getting in there to party. That's a man who values a goal.
Yeah. All right. Social media standouts. We already mentioned it, but oh boy, that video of all the players reacting to the kids' drawings of them.
Ooh. Also, everyone's Mother's Day posts were just so sweet and so beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, I have an important announcement. I just have to go on record, on air, saying I am not Rodney Redace's mom. Rodney Redace has a mom, and she looks lovely. Somebody in good earnest asked the other day if I was actually, or wait, that's not actually Rodney's mom? No, sir. I just love him as I would love my own son.
We assume.
Yeah, if my son were Rodney.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I was going to say, what if you don't? What if one day you have a son and you don't love him as much as you love Rodney?
It's another conversation for another Swoontower.
Adoption.
No, stop. So yeah, I am not Rodney's mom. But Rodney's mom, if you want to come on our podcast, you're more than welcome.
We'd love to have you.
We'd love to have you.
We had so many U20 World Cup goals from Owen Wolf.
Yes.
Oh. Also, we're going to miss you when you're gone, Owen.
Yeah, bye for Europe.
Have fun. Have fun on your semester abroad. You know what I mean? Except for like a long time.
Yeah, but I'm really proud of him.
Yes, me too.
And also really proud of telling everyone on the internet to cram it.
Leave him alone. He's just a little boy.
Yeah, like clearly he's getting minutes for a reason.
Maxi in the laundry cart after Toronto. The vibes are coming back. Even with a loss in Houston, the vibes are coming back because we saw him on the field in Minnesota, or against Minnesota here at home. It'll be a wild match against RSL. I'm so excited about that, especially after they just won. Like, it's going to be fun.
We're going to be coming in hot.
Jossie with the 100 goal Celly in the stadium in Houston. Pretty bog standard. At his house in the front lawn. The daddest thing I've ever seen. His wife, so sweet, posted a picture of him standing there in the front lawn with a sign that says, "Congrats on 100 goals."
It's like every senior in high school has this sign on their lawn, "Congrats on graduating," or whatever. But like on 100, it's just so cute.
Perfect. It's so perfect. It's so cute. It's
and he's so
pure.
Happy.
He's so happy. All his friends are commented like in the post. Like Darlington Nagby is giving him like praise hands emoji in there. Like, it's just so cute and so sweet. I love it. Congrats, Jossie.
Yeah.
You deserve it. Emmy Rigoni signed a child's face this week after one of the matches. Like, y'all.
Iconic.
I remember a month ago, when no one would have dared let Emmy Rigoni near a child's face. And now, this dude's giving autographs on children's faces. So awesome. What a turnaround.
Also, really, we saw last season Diego take up the camera a little bit, but really great post after the Minnesota match of, we were up there watching Diego taking pictures of all his fellow teammates. And so Austin FC posted the photographer and the photo, and so him behind the camera, and then the picture that he took. And I just think that's really fun, and I love that he just grabbed a camera and started snapping.
Yeah, Diego's got to get he's got to get into nature photography in the off season, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be doing prom photos or something like.
Amazing.
I wanted to call out that the Stuver Social is going to be on the 11th of June this year, a fundraiser for LGBTQIA+ and abortion rights with Equality Texas, Avow, Brad Stuver, and the rest of the Equality Texas steering committee for a social event raising funds. It's a $25 per person sign-up fee, and then $40 to shoot shots against Brad Stuver, limit 2 per person.
Mike, you going to try to shoot a shot?
So I want to try and get Brad to shoot a shot on me.
Oh.
I don't know how much that donation is or what the waiver I would need to sign for that is, but I'm willing. So anyone, if you are listening, that can help me with making that happen, I would like to pay for that experience.
Oh man, I will watch all of that. But it was a really great event last year, and I'm looking forward to it again. It's incredible, as we always say, to have someone who cares so much about the community and who actively supports people in this state who are really struggling right now.
Yeah, so check the link in the show notes and come out and hang out. It's a great time for a great cause.
It sure is. Speaking of great times, I got 2 presents in the last couple weeks, and I just want to say, first of all, keep them coming, y'all. Second of all, they're really great. I got a Rodney Redes Saint candle, and I got a Rodney Redes King Lord Redes t-shirt. I'm so happy. I have such good friends and such a good husband. So thank you so much to Mike and Derek for those gifts. I love them.
Yeah. It was surprisingly easy to order a Rodney Redes Illuminidal candle. So if you don't have yours, or if you've used yours already, in the, praying for the Renaissance to come upon us, and here we are now, and you need one, you can still get one. Speaking of being able to get something, Steph, I want to know who gets Man of Your Shirt this week.
Okay. Man of My Shirt this week was an interesting one. Like you said, it was over a significant number of games. Yeah. And so I really went with the thing that stood out in my memory the most out of the past 3 weeks. When a man dislocates his shoulder and then gets up 30 seconds later and plays for another 45 plus minutes, you don't soon forget that. And so the man of my jersey this week goes to Alexander Radovanovic, because whoa. Also, I would just like to say that his last name apparently is hard for people to say, and that makes me feel bad and makes me love him more, because I think people should work on it.
Yeah, it's easy. Radovanovic.
Yeah. It's literally, you just look at the letters and you say them.
It's the letters on the back of Steph's shirt this week.
Yeah, they are. You can sound them out yourself. So he's a physical player, and I've really loved watching him play every time he's out there. It's been really cool to get to watch. It's been a really interesting kind of dynamic. I know we're getting into the soccer of it, but to see how physical Julio plays and how controlled someone like Väisänen plays, and to see the differences in those, and then to see Julio and Radovanovic together is like you want to talk about my Bash Brothers back again. Makes me so happy, warms my heart.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for listening. As always, rate, review, subscribe, 5 stars, smash that like button.
Smash it!
Ashley, what else are we supposed to say? Remind us, please. I just want to be good at this for you.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.